Neuvillete! Sidine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of... This is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a
I trust that you'd be able to.
So, what is it exactly? Sure,
A Melusine named.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
Huh?
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding. I will leave a note explaining my absence on my desk. She may have no...
Yes, understood.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate...
I cannot tell you just... There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Come on, stop...
It is not my intention... Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Udex of Fontaine and initiated a series of... There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you!
Indeed. Unfortunately, the reforms damaged the interests of some. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being all Melusine. I granted their wishes. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with them. Some of them, I have nothing. It has already happened once.
Even there's the guards...
Based on prior the political system of Font. However, since I am
outsider, but aren't you the chief?
I understand where you know very well about my troop. Even though I was born with a human taking on the role of chief, I have lived in Fontaine for a long time.
Yeah, let's team up and... Oh, Paimon!
I will write my note of absence right... Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of this.
So Neuvillete feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that Paimon feels like he has a kinda skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first. Paimon's been thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Someone's targeting a cute little melon.
Shh! Not so loud!
It just so happens that I'll ask my colleagues about, but I gotta warn you.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Anyway, I'll get going now. What?
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty.
Clorinde! What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere!
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillete was Technically speaking, he and I are under it. I happen to have some... Leave this to me.
Okay then, we'll leave...
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear.
We thought so too.
I've been looking over the case record. I've come up with 2 plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also...
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast...
Well,
Thank you. Have you made any progress?
we skipped through some of them, but there wasn't... Oh, there's so many
I would love to answer. If memory serves me right...
Whoa, that's a lot.
That might be how it seems from enough. There are many documents.
You're
All right. Let us take a break then.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel...
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mammonia. Would you like to have some...
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Neuvillete likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of real... He seems like the type of person who'd own an... What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain old...
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more...
This water is indeed very... I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many... Said water is... Here is one of their latest products. Water from Sumeru. If I were to comment on their mouthfeel... the waters of Cider Lake... Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area.
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to...
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't... Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the... Sorry. Paimon was just curious.
There's nothing to hide. I accepted this position.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one, in essence, I lost many memories from the moment I was born. Perhaps the elemental dragon...
True. Some of them have very... unique...
I have been holding on to these... But there is one thing... My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself.
Have you made any
Perhaps, but that's why I'm quite
Are we gonna continue...
I wasn't able to find any...
Water? Do you mean...
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all... If there really were an organized... Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the...
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on!
Perhaps we should go. There should...
Monsieur Neuvillete?
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me.
A safe distance? Whoa, it's glowing! Thank you for bringing us here, Miss. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's...
I understand your excitement, although I have
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot...
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in truth. I've never really for almost 20 years.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people...
Logically speak, different identities and ways of thinking. There aren't many...
Oh, I'm confident...
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble...
Huh? Is he the person...
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at...
He is an earnest.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no.
Oh. Hello. I'm Carol.
Get away from here!
Please, calm down.
Hard. Yeah, we should probably stay away from. Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillete allowed them into the Court of Fontaine.
Exactly. That's so...
Go away!
I'm not leaving. We joined the Mori...
Solving case, so tell me. How...
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading there have indeed been an increasing case.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand.
There have been rumors. There are countless negative...
Monsieur Neuvillete said that we needed to put both time. I still want to try a little hard. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together.
Medals of Peace. Award. Thank you for your
I think I'll...
Hey, don't say that. It won't be long before Melusine spaghetti...
Don't keep your hopes...
You blockhead! Don't...
Vautrin brings up, please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Medal of Peace? Peace is...
Are you sure we should do this?
Nah, not gonna happen. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to...
I guess you're right.
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillete, too! Peaceful coexistence? What a joke! Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are...
Go on.
There is no direct evidence. They tricked Miss Carroll in... The guards were stopped by...
And she called me. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth?
The situation... Captain Vautrin, should I
There's no need. Notify...
Restrict access to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little... She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. I should have known. Look, can you understand how
I understand, but I'm certain...
That's exactly why we need to... I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the crim... Apparently, he was... I'm thinking... Bail him out? Shh, keep it down! Besides... Vautrin sought vengeance for his... Please, think about it! If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he... Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillete.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. I understand your personal justice, therefore...
What? That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillete, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much.
Vautran...
Neuvillete, what have I done? Is this what justice means to you?
Order. Since there have been no... According to the judgment of the Oracle...
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillete.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like I tried my best due to my negligence. The overflow of...
Wow. Anyways,
It is as you said, it is not only the fountain...
That sounds...
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Which ones? It's fine. It was a coincidence. You should now understand...
Still leave Paimon out of the conversation.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its... However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. I don't know what caused...
Oh!
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you!
I've heard some things. Rumors are abroad that someone's... So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out.
Thank you. Where did you hear about...
The Chief Justice, you talked to Kiara.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept...
Anyway.
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have... We are planning to return to the Palais...
All right. Then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula. Wait for my word. Ta-ta.
Neuvillete, do you think there'll be any...
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the street? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against Amelazine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal them.
That's exactly... Think about how much...
Everyone, please...
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new
This isn't a good... Come on.
You shouldn't ever skip meals. Especially if you have another shift scheduled.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your...
Relax, I was just...
That's more like it. We should...
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the Special Patrol...
Shh! Look! Isn't that Neuvillete? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So...
No, I should stay. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names?
Yes, there is. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the...
Monsieur Neuvillete, someone claiming to be from... He said...
Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've...
I too am for...
these people? Hey there, are you—
These are the people who have had recent—
Invite them over?
Exactly.
Yeah.
but— oh well.
Yes.
Your essay?
Yes. Yes, Monsieur Neuvillete.
Did you write that threat?
I did, but—
Orders from
Domenico.
Domenico? Where is he now?
the fortress of Merib.
Well, looks like you'll have to make—
You've done more than enough.
Leave the formalities for later. If he really is the one—
All right then, let's—
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself! Guess we made a name for ourselves at this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico.
Who does this guy think he is?
He once attempted to, I said. To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator.
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Dominique.
That's an easy one.
Did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened? Sijuin! Yeah, and where is this, really?
There's no need to worry. Clara.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there any...
Head nurse.
Writhsley.
Okay, I
think of it as more a thanks for the trouble.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke...
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask, but enough jokes. Make yourselves at home.
Please come with me to the infirmary. And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would any... Paimon's thirst is a warm... I'll bring you some tea. Typical Sijuin. Why aren't you two saying?
You noticed them too. The badges.
Familiar, but if both of you say so, let's go out.
That's not a bad idea.
Anything you need? Oh, this?
What's that?
We have a very long... We have never had helping each other as our...
Sounds like a pretty...
But people won't...
You two look kind. It's the symbol of the. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals. The first president of all of us have a lot.
Interested in joining the If you'd like to learn more, here's... Our slogan may have evolved. Here.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillete.
Did you manage to get...
According to them,
I personally... Carol's medal with...
Oh, so the network...
Monsieur Neuvillete, His Grace has requested your presence in his office.
All...
Allow me to introduce this... Fine. Why don't you explain everything?
Neuvillete?
Calm down. Was it your idea? Hassan has already...
That idiot!
Let me ask this another... Who is pulling...
What? You're not...
It's... I assume you're...
I can do that.
You see? We're all reasonable people here.
I only intended after making a future, but I refused to accept...
And then you decided to take...
My initial target was but first, in the end, I had to read. I recall that Chiara, but the letter was in fact...
Am I to assume that the...
No.
Is it true that all members involved in this...
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sijuin, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him. So, Monsieur Neuvillete, you were...
Yes. I experienced a similar...
And how long ago?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can...
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melusines you brought to Fontaine were the outlaw. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten this...
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for...
Monsieur Neuvillete, when people refused to place their trust in Melusines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 5 people no longer... Right now...
Paimon gets it now.
I am undeserving. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. It is unnecessary.
There's no need to... You're no longer that outsider.
I must say that you... Thank you for clearing...
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not?
Thank you for the offer, but... Well, some are here. The less time I...
In that case, I'll have to insist.
Please.
The first is about the guard.
And the guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memonia's staff. However, as...
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, don't let your... Those from up there, I'll have a chat.
I see no issue.
Great! That's...
The other thing was poor...
Yep. Never...
I noticed the small... I've looked into their according to exist... In other words...
What? During his trial,
Perhaps he had been put...
An act?
Neuvillete, and thus... And to those who had been sitting on the... That's all from me.
I don't have any... Well then...
Please, take care.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but... I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials, hey!
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you.
That isn't... As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust these changes were not due to any specific... I will try to contemplate this further. Thank...
Oh, huh? It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Mirapede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillete? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillete! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Is the matter resolved?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Mermonia. More than 50. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy.
Well, now it looks to celebrate the.
That's not how you.
I will. Of course. My schedule is full for the come up with questions.
Yes!
Now, if you'll excuse, I hope it will assuage. Kiara? It's quite all right.
And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
Do you
Thank
remember
Monsieur.
Domenico?
Let me think. By the way, in my dream, I can't remember.
I can sense your...
Oh, I promised to model.
Of course.
See you next time.
See you next time.